What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching today. My name is Savannah and welcome back to our franchise zoo. This is Tolly Zoo, the franchise zoo that we are playing on hard mode. And last time we made this wonderful little habitat for our aardvarks, and I will say it's been a while. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I missed a couple weeks because life got crazy. I got my second COVID vaccine, which is great, but I had a terrible reaction to it, so it put me way behind schedule on filming this for you guys. So sorry about that. But I am glad to say that I have been busy. Are you ready? Real busy. So whoa, almost went past it. We have a little start to an entrance here. So yeah, I redid this whole little entrance plaza, made the start of what will be like the entrance driveway here. Still got to finish this out, but thinking of doing some banners. You know, as you drive into zoos or theme parks, it says like donate or join our membership or, you know, all that kind of stuff. So little banners along here as you drive in, and then started a little parking lot area. So clearly not done yet. I didn't want to do too much without you guys, but I will say was very much enjoying just kind of filming, not recording, sitting down. I'm sorry, that didn't make any sense. Just enjoying building, not recording, and just kind of going with the flow. So yeah, so I made our little entrance sign here. I moved it from up top there down to over here. Maybe we'll put enter and exit or something like that over here. Made a little cover for our restrooms randomly. I just decided that these restrooms over here were a bit ugly, so I kind of covered them up. And yeah, so it doesn't look like too much, but it did take me about an hour or so to get all this figured out and laid out. And then I did also do some other work before we get to what's going on over here. I did some work on organizing and figuring out our animals situation. So I went through each of our animals, and you'll see that we are missing some. So like for the Aldabra giant tortoises, for example, we only have 2, and that's because I went through and I released a bunch of animals into the wild, and I have a list of animals that we do need to replace them. So let's go ahead and pause it and do that first and foremost. And while we're speaking of the Aldabra giant tortoise, oh, that's the wrong button. We need one of those. So if we go to Aldabra giant tortoise here, every single time I say that name, I want to say algebra. But like I said in one of like the first episodes, it's not a mathematical tortoise. Okay, so we need a female. Is this really it? This is all we have to choose from? Literally one female? I mean, I guess that's not too bad, but let's, you know what, let's look for the other animals and just hope that something else comes up. So we also need a male Galapagos tortoise. Galapagos giant tortoise here. Let's see. Again, we don't want anything like, we won't pick this gold one here, but I do want to try to get a tortoise with conservation credits if we're going off the theory that we are trying to breed lower genes. None of these guys really have bad genes at all, huh? Let's just go ahead and go with this guy here. So we'll go ahead and send you to the zoo. Into quarantine would be great. Then we also need, actually that one, this caiman can be traded out of the zoo here. Perfect. We also need a male caiman. So let's get rid of the Galapagos, and we need the dwarf caiman. And I always forget that it actually starts with a C and not a D. Perfect. What did I say? A male. So there's a male there. And there's a male there. So we're not going to want to go with the gold one. We're going to want to go with this one here. Oh, what about an albino? No. We're going to get albinos, but we're going to get it on our own. So we're going to go with this one. Send to zoo here. Send to the quarantine. Great. And then I also want to get a male jaguar. I think it's about time. Our female's been by herself for a couple episodes now, and she would like a friend. She would like a mate. So let's go ahead and pick a boyfriend for her. Let's see. We have this one here. We have this one here. That's way too expensive. That's really expensive too. So are you. Okay, well then, oh, that one expired. See, I shouldn't dilly. I shouldn't dilly-dally. I should just go for it. This one's a gold one. I don't really want a gold one. I don't want to pay for it. We might be left with this one then, you guys. I know we can afford this one. But you know what? What if we say we are rescuing, right? So what if we say this is a transfer from another zoo? Are you guys okay with that? Are we okay? We're not breaking the rules? I think I'm gonna do it. No going back now. I think I'm gonna do it. We're gonna justify it saying that it's a rescue from another zoo, right? So we will go with that. Yay! Did we get babies? Because that would be awesome. No. Bummer. Oh well. We did accidentally have our Barbarossa while I was building inbreed because I was building and not paying attention. So we're gonna have to deal with that later. I know, stress, low welfare. Oh, we got some vet research. Great, that's a lot of research. That's awesome. And perfect, that's awesome. And facility broke down. Oh yeah, and I did go around and try to change all of these. It looks like I missed this one to every 6 months instead of every year. And then I did hire 2 more mechanics. So hopefully those will stop breaking so often. Let's go to our quarantine here and get our animals out, ready to move in. What were you? You're Aldabra, right? That's what, no, we got the Galapagos giant tortoise. I want to move you into the correct habitat there. So you go on this side, right? Let's see, these are the Galapagos giant tortoises. Yes, great. Don't want to put them in the wrong enclosure. And then let's go ahead and get you and put you in with these guys here. Great. And then you, why is your name all crazy? It's probably because you came from another person's zoo. Let's go ahead and put you in here, and hopefully you guys will be very happy together. I know she was complaining about being stressed, but she does have this indoor area with the one-way glass to go hide. We might have to give her other hiding opportunities. Where is she? Where is she? I don't see her. Is she even in here? She better be in here. Where are you? Oh, totally missed you. See, why are you stressed? Maybe what we should do is let's do real quick, let's make her a little rock wall. Because that's what I was intending to do anyway. Oops. Intending to do anyway, and this might help. I know she's kind of like buried in it right now, but this might help give her something to hide behind. And when we fully finish her habitat, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah, if we do something like that, yeah, I figured she was going to get boxed up. We kind of put rocks all over her. kind of expected. But yeah, something a little bit to hide behind. And we'll kind of fully encase this once we are, maybe during a time lapse, we'll go through and kind of fix all this because it needs some attention. But there you go, maybe something to hide behind right there, and maybe we can turn this into more of a solid thing. Overcrowding? Did the baby grow up already? It like grows up and then immediate fighting. Where are they? Let's look. Where are they? Hungry. Did you... Oops, that's not what I meant to click. Did you grow up? You did. So how are your genes? They're not the best. Let's go ahead and put you in storage real quick here. Go to the trade center. Just so if we want to end up keeping, putting one of the babies back in here. Yeah, she like grew up and then immediately got right away angry, started fighting. Really? Has attracted protesters? You can go away now. She's happy again. God, they come so fast. We had a green smiley. Oh, there we go. It came back. Right as I was saying, we had a green smiley face and then now it was gone, but it went, came back. Yeah, you guys can go away. Look at her welfare. Look at it. Where is she? Let's see. Oops. Clicking all the wrong thing. There she is. Yeah, see? She's nice and... Oh, maybe she's not. Oh, look. We got our mail. So we can keep this name Zuma, but I'm going to get rid of all these numbers because those don't make any sense. So this is our male, now that we have 2 of them. And then our female, and then maybe, hopefully sometime soon, we'll get babies. Wouldn't that be exciting? Female, perfect. Now they're all nice and labeled. I'm going to try really, really hard not to forget because we need to be good at our labeling. And then, yeah, I'm thinking maybe what we need to do is make this not a viewing area here. And so it's only here. That way they can go on like this side and they can go in here to kind of get away. Yeah, because see, you're going in there to hide, which is perfect. That's the exact right thing to do. Awesome. Let's go ahead and check for an Aldabra giant tortoise one more time. And then that way, maybe we can get that kind of done with. And then we'll jump into the time lapse. What I'm thinking today is I want to add the Okapi. So I asked you guys a while ago, and Okapi is the animal that actually did win for what the animal we wanted to put in next would be. We want a female. We have even less options. What the heck? All right, well, let's just go ahead and adopt this one. Had to pay for an animal, but that's okay. Go ahead and put you in there. Great. But yeah, I want to add the Okapis, and I'm thinking of adding the Okapis right over here. Maybe doing a dual, like a in the middle keeper backstage area here, Okapis on this side, and maybe like bongos on that side. Some sort of hoofstock, like tropical hoofstock is what I'm thinking. And awesome, the sun just came out, but it's a bit cloudy, so I'll probably fast forward it just a bit so that we get some nice sunshiny weather for us. Really? Another one? We may have to get even more mechanics because this one's already on every 6 months. And it doesn't look, oh, he's already like in the process of fixing it right there. But yeah, I think that's the plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up until it's nice and sunny, which should only be a couple more minutes, and let's get to it. So it's about time we added another animal to Tolly's zoo, and I think the Okapi is a perfect fit. It's still obviously a tropical animal, but I wanted to add a hoofstock species to the zoo because we don't really have one yet. I mean, I guess you could consider the Babirusa, well, no, I mean, maybe livestock because they're a pig species, but I don't really consider them hoofstock, right? They don't really have hooves in the traditional way like horses and stuff do, and I guess neither do Okapis, but that's beside the point. Still very excited to add these guys into the zoo. You guys actually voted, and Okapi was the animal that won out of, I think I did like the Binturong, and another species that I was thinking of. But I'm really happy the Okapi won that vote because, like I just said, I think that they fit really, really well. And I think this habitat comes out very, very well. It's a bit too small, I'll tell you that right now. I think the very first thing I say when we're done with the time lapse is something like, I love how simple and small it is. And then we put the Okapis in it and they're like, well, we don't. We hate how simple and small it is. Make it bigger. So that's the very first thing we have to do after the time lapse is over, is extend the habitat just a little bit because I did make it a bit too small for the 2 Okapis that we end up adopting for the enclosure. I do end up putting like a middle kind of rock wall to separate the back part of the habitat and like what will be the shelter area for them, and then the front part, really, really hoping that that is going to make it so they don't freak out about the guests being there. Because right now we're really struggling with the jaguars, and then we were also struggling with the aardvarks. People are just too loud, they're too noisy, and they're freaking our animals out. So hopefully that helps a lot. I do get a little annoyed by how easily they freak out. I feel like the signs and, telling people to shush should be enough. But apparently it's not sometimes. Apparently the animals still need more privacy than that. But just making a very simple backing to this enclosure of rocks and then some of the climbable pillar pieces. And just wanted this to feel like kind of a very simple outdoor natural habitat. We don't do too much on the backstage area, but we're just gonna kind of think maybe I'll put doors on this little building that we just built eventually, so it looks like they could be opened up in some sort of barn, where you would bring the animals back into if they wanted to be off exhibit or something like that. Maybe we'll open it all the way up, but just wanted to make sure this habitat got done and we got a new animal in this episode. And while I have you guys here on the time lapse, I did want to announce something new that I brought to the channel. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram or are on our Discord, you probably already saw, but I added a new level to our YouTube memberships, and that is the budget bananas. Somebody reached out to me and said that unfortunately, due to financial difficulties, they weren't able to continue their membership, which is of course absolutely okay at any point in time. Not okay that they're having financial troubles, but definitely okay to cancel or stop your membership at any time. But it got me thinking that people that want to be here just to have the emojis for chat, just to have the emojis on our live stream, unfortunately I can't make just the emojis free and accessible to everyone, but YouTube does let me do a 99-cent membership. So that's exactly what I did. This new membership, the Budget Bananas, is 99 cents a month, and it's the lowest I could possibly put it, and it only gives you the emojis. That's it. So if you're here just because you want the emojis in chat, you just want the little icon next to your name to show your support, that is the level for you. So the link is down in the description if you want to join. Of course, there is absolutely no obligation, but just wanted to let everybody know that that is now an option if you do want to show some support, but aren't financially able to commit to anything more than that a month, which is completely understandable. And then absolutely, of course, if you are not a member, you are still more than welcome to hang out in chat in any of our streams, in the chat down below, in any videos. I always love reading through your comments and replying to as many as possible because you guys are absolutely fantastic and super supportive of the videos as of recently, so I can't thank you enough. But finishing up the habitat here, it's not too complicated of a habitat. I end up taking this shelter that's already in game, it's just one of the default ones, and kind of editing it so that it looks a little bit more interesting, more like it's a custom habitat, but in reality it's just an edited version of the one that comes in game. And yeah, not too complicated. So overall, very happy with how this one comes out. After the time lapse, we're gonna go ahead and get the Okapis in, make some adjustments like I said, and then for next episode I'm thinking another animal species, as well as probably adjusting our jaguar habitat. They're getting unhappy enough. You'll see at the end, I believe we kind of address it too. I think I put up like a temporary wall that's really ugly. It works, but it's really ugly. So I think we need to address that and make sure that the jaguars are happy so they can stop complaining and attracting protesters, because it's really hurting our zoo's image. We don't want protesters here. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap up the time lapse here shortly and get back to real time. All right, so we got the start of our little Okapi habitat, and I really like this one. I actually like how small and simple it is. See, I did this rock wall in the middle here just in hopes that they'll kind of like come up here, you know, but then they'll have all this space back here that hopefully they won't get too stressed. So what I do need to do though is let's go ahead and play it a little bit. I'm gonna try not to play on pause so much. But we need to get the path hooked up. So if I want the path to come back here into this side of the building, and I don't really care where it goes, maybe we'll add some facilities back here, excuse me, maybe not. But we need to get our Okapis in. So let's go ahead and go to the animal trading here and see what we got. Let's go not algebra tortoise. Let's go Okapi here. And then I'm gonna have to double check because I don't actually remember what, wow, they're all money. Why? Why can't we use conservation credits? Okay, so 1 to 2, one male, one female. All right, so it's not gonna have any for conservation credits, is it? Well, I guess that's it, huh? This is our only male, so great. And then our only female, let's see. How about this one? Can we compare, even though, no, he's not the thing yet. That's okay. So female, let's go ahead with, I think it was her. Yeah, let's go ahead with her. Great. So let's take these two and send them over to the quarantine. That would be great. Let's go ahead and hit play so they get going on that. We'll speed it up just a little bit. Yellow anaconda has had offspring, which is awesome, but that means we need to get rid of some now. Let's go ahead and trade center with you. Great. Quarantine passed, ready to leave. Who is ready to leave? Oh, great. This is our Aldabra giant tortoise, can go in here. Wonderful. Beautiful, awesome. So, it's all right. There's only 2 animals, you can relax. So yeah, what I'm thinking is maybe we'll do another keeper's hut. Keeper's hut and maybe a vet, because what do we have? I think we just have 1 vet, right? Just 1. I think it's in here. I'm pretty sure it's in here. I know we have 1. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so it's right there. That's our one vet. Awesome, our tortoise arrived. That's great. So yeah, let's go ahead and put a keeper hut in here that will be for the Okapis, and then whatever other hoof stock we put on the other side there. Let's see, what am I looking for? Keeper hut. Should we do a larger one? I don't think we need to do a larger one. I think we can stick with a small one. So there's a small one there. And I guess that's it. That's all I'll do for right now. Now we need to... Hush. What's wrong? Quarantine passed. Low welfare, low welfare. We're gonna have to revisit our jaguars because they're causing problems. They're causing a lot of problems. Why do we have all these shy animals in the zoo? We have all these shy animals that are freaking out. So those won't get moved yet because if we go to our... research, thank you, great. If we go to our work zones, let's see, we need to create a new one. We need to put you 2 in it, and this will be the Okapi. Okapi, if I can spell it right. Work zone. Perfect. Okapi work zone. That is a... What is this called? That is an exhibit and a keeper hut. We'll put that in there and that in there because that is the quarantine and the vet research. And then we will get a staff member here. We'll go ahead and put down a keeper here. Perfect. It should just need 1, right? So let's go ahead and click on you. As soon as you go down, let's see. Pay you a little bit less, so sorry. Assign you to Okapi. Perfect. Save that. Great. And actually I lied because it's the caretakers that bring them, right? And our caretakers are on no work zone. Isn't that right? Isn't that what we did? Oh gosh, we're gonna have to deal with work zones all over again. Caretakers. Yeah, no work zone. Great. So they're going to be able to deal with everything. That's awesome. That's right, because the caretakers, the mechanics, and the vets are on no work zone. I think. The work zones are going to be something that I never get straight. I'm always going to have to remember what is going on. No power. Just a bit outside. Okay, so what we'll do is let's pause this because I'm getting notifications that I want to deal with. Let's go to habitat. Nope. Let's go to facilities. Let's go for power. Let's go ahead and just get another transformer here. Let's go ahead and just add it to the perfect, the path right there. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. So then that should fix that. Here comes our Okapi. Hopefully they have enough traversable area. I know sometimes the hitboxes around these rocks can be rather large. So let's just go ahead and see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works out. It's kind of the hard part. Yes, perfect. Okay, so they can navigate around all this. Let's go ahead and see. You should have not a lot of space. What's wrong with the space is real small. So we may have to back out this right here because originally I thought I was going to make it too big, but I guess I made it a little too small. So if we take this whole thing and we just kind of back this out like so, we might be able to give them a whole lot more room. And that is totally fine because it will still, oh no, that's right, I forgot. These are not all one group. So we're going to have to click them all like so and extend that all the way out, which shouldn't be too bad because then they'll still have private areas, right? They'll still be able to to use this area and get behind the rocks and stay out of the view of people. That'll be totally fine. We do need to move all of, actually, let's move all of this together. That way it all stays how I placed it. Oop, not that, thank you. These little plants, not you, thank you. These guys, great. We'll fix any stragglers that we leave behind in just a second. Yeah, like you guys that didn't slide back. I actually like how these little bedding things look kind of layered together. I think they look pretty. Okay, so we need to, I'm just gonna block this off temporarily because I'm not quite sure if the space is big enough yet, but we don't want any escaping, right? Because escaping would be a nightmare to deal with. We'd have a whole bunch of angry people. So let's just go ahead and put that in like so, just temporarily. And let's go ahead and move the barriers back. Otherwise, they're going to think they are escaping, and that's going to be a whole nother problem on its own. Move all these back. Yeah, it was hard not putting the animals in. I wanted to, but then I kind of wanted to do that in real time, and yeah. So anyway, here we are dealing with this. Let's go ahead and check now. The traversable area should be a whole lot more. Great, that made it better. It didn't make it perfect, but it made it a lot better. So I think that's okay for now. Let's see what their welfare goes up to. Space is still low. Social, why? Oh, because of space. That's right, because it's the same thing. Enrichment we can make a lot better. So let's go ahead and see. Do we have, well, I say that we can make it a lot better only if we have some food. Oh, dang it. We don't have food enrichment for them. So let's get somebody on research right away. Where am I going? Vet research. Let's go ahead and put you on the Okapi would be great. And then as soon as that's researched, hopefully we can get some food research for them. But yeah, so guests can stand back here. Again, I made it a little bit off the path, so hopefully staying back here. I mean, the idea would be in a normal zoo, they would get up here, right? But for our purposes, they can't go off the path. The path does end here, so staying a little bit further back and then having this rock wall in the way will hopefully help so that they don't get too stressed out. Let's go ahead and turn these on so that we have some education. And then hopefully also they don't, I mean, look at her, she's enjoying it. Hopefully they don't complain that they're too far away, right? Because that's always the issue that we run into. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good, especially this little view right here. I mean, you can kind of see them poking out through here, but not super well. So hopefully they do feel like they have some sort of privacy. I don't see their stress dropping, so that is great. That's really awesome. Yeah, so what we'll do, I think next time maybe we'll add our second animal, and I think the viewing area will be over here. We might have to move these kind of over, but make our viewing area here, or maybe even extend it so that the viewing area is like a seating area, and kind of redo and incorporate this food court area in there with it as well. Let's see, you're our female, and so you're staying. Did somebody else mature yet? No, you're still a juvenile. And who are you? Are you the father? No. Wait. No, you're not the father. Why are you in here? I thought I just went through all these animals. Huh. 'Cause she's the female. Did I just not label you? Can I compare mates? Can I? Oh, is she's still a juvenile. That's why I can't compare her. All right, well, I'll leave that for now. I will leave that for now. About to get more flamingos, which is great. More mechanic research. Let's see what we got. Shelters and climbing. Perfect. What else do we have in here? That's pretty much it. Oh, souvenir shops we haven't started on. So let's go ahead and start on souvenir shops too, because we'll get a couple of those in there. Oh, really? We haven't started? I could have swore we started the classic theme. Oh well, we'll start that now. And then stressed. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with these guys later. Or sooner rather than later. Let's see. For temporary purposes, what if we just do this? You guys are no longer able to view from this area. Off limits. No more viewing. Sink this into the ground. There we go. Perfect. Now, hopefully, they will not look at them from that angle. Hopefully that works. Okay, so now she's matured. Awesome. So now let's go ahead and compare mates. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's totally fine. That's not inbreeding. Great. Okay, so you, I just forgot to label it, huh? It's the one that we just purchased, isn't it? And I'm just going crazy. That's the male. I probably forgot to label the rest of them, huh? And you guys are screaming at me. So our Aldabra giant tortoise, our male Galapagos tortoise, our caiman I just labeled, and our jaguar. Did I label the jaguar? Where'd he go? Hello? Did he go in the shelter because he was so stressed? Yes. Let's see. Yes, I did label you. That's great. And then what about our tortoise? So the Aldabra giant tortoise was the female. Let's see where is the adult? I only see babies. Are you the female? Nope, you're the male. You're the male. Let's see, let's do it this way so I'm not searching all over the place. Oh, the female's not here yet. Is the female still in quarantine? I thought I said get out of quarantine. No? Where the heck is the female? Huh. Is she at the vet's office or something? We'll have to wait. Hopefully she's okay. Oh, no, that's the Galapagos tortoise, right? Yeah, and so then we need the male Galapagos tortoise. Diego. Was this the one? Yes. Right? Oops, that's a bush, not the... And you can be... You're fine, you can stay. You are our male. The hardest part about this, labeling them all and keeping them straight. Okay. I think it was a fairly successful episode here. It looks like the other dwarf caiman probably matured already. Let's see. So we have male, we have female, and then you probably just matured, huh? You sure did. Let's go ahead and release you into the wild. Perfect. Great. That is all sort. Baby jaguars! I saw that just before I closed it. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited about that. I don't know. There you are. Yes. Offspring due June, year 32. Wait, really? Wait, June? Oh, did that happen a while ago and that notification was about to have babies? Oh my goodness. All right, well, sorry guys, we're gonna have to leave that one for next time because I'm out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Next time we'll add our next animal, do a few more things around the zoo here. Maybe I'll do a little bit more work on this parking lot area, but do let me know what you think about both the Okapi habitat and the front entrance here, and we'll keep going with this next time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk at you in the next one. Bye.